The Republican candidate for governor, Tudor Dixon, is calling for the resignation of State Superintendent Michael Rice. She claims Rice is encouraging teachers to counsel transgender children on sexual transition, a claim the state calls patently false and deliberately divisive. 13 on your side's Elena Hollins in the newsroom with details on the news conference and reaction. Elena.
Juliet, Tudor Dixon held her news conference this morning outside the Michigan Department of Education building. Dixon says she believes our schools have lost their way, claiming radical political activists are using our schools for their social experiments. Specifically, she says the schools need to stop discussing gender issues and leave those conversations to parents, not educators. Calling for Rice's resignation, Dixon claims the state is training educators to help children seeking a sexual transition and keeping that information away from parents.
Leadership is being unafraid to say that we can accept LGBTQ people and help struggling kids without pushing life-altering medical procedures on them.
Yes, yes.
Leadership is being unafraid to say that our schools need to get back to basics, teach kids how to read, write, and do math, and cut it out with all the radical sex and gender stuff. Our kids are not lab rats for the progressive left.
The state responded to the claims Dixon made last week. The Department of Education says, contrary to these harmful allegations, school staff do not facilitate the sexual transition of children. The statement goes on to say, school staff listen to children and work to help create inclusive learning environments. And the training informs educators that working with students and their parents is an essential component in this work. Any suggestion to the contrary is an attempt to bully educators and to undermine their support of children and parents. Also, during today's news conference, Dixon criticized Muskegon Public Schools for installing gender-neutral bathrooms in its new middle school. We reached out to the Muskegon Superintendent, Matthew Cortez, for a comment, and he says he sent a statement saying, in part, "We are in a time of extreme politics and our public schools have no place for them. We do not educate Republicans or Democrats. We educate every child that comes to our doorstep." And if you don't have it on your calendar yet, the election is Tuesday, November 8th.